How's it going, everyone? Hi, Jump here. So, as many of you know, I have just gotten back from PAX East, and part of what I love to do at PAX is collect all of the penny arcade pins. While I don't have every single one, because it's hard for me to get every single one when I can't go to every single PAX, I try to get a majority of them and then trade later on for the ones that I don't have. For those of you who have been to PAX and are wondering, what signifies a penny, like a PINNY, a penny pin versus a just a regular pin. Well, for one, I guess a good example here would be this is just a regular pin. It's metal with a little backing on the back. It's not a button. While a penny arcade, you'll see, has the official. If we can get that to actually focus on it, it's got a little official merch ears, similar to what you'll see on the card. It says Penny Arcade on it. And in terms of trading and whatnot, a penny is going to be valued at at least on the same level as other pennies. So personally for me, it's I try to I'll grab some of these extra regular pins and try to trade them up to a penny. In fact, this year I was able to trade some of some old Riot Games pins where they had their honor system. I traded 3 of those for this year's Teemo pin. And while I don't play, I got my green screen. And while I don't play League of Legends anymore, I greatly enjoyed making people rage with my Teemo play. Laughing until they until they misplayed, and they always misplayed. Because if there's anything that people hate, it's a little Swift Scout. But Penny Arcade is always cool because you get a bunch of different partners that work with Penny Arcade to make these pins. Certain art styles fit really well. The gigantic one from, I believe it was PAX Prime this last year. We're just going to show it. Let's show it up here. Just show me the Tito one up here. Really cool. I love their artwork and it fits it so well. But this year is really cool. We're still getting a lot of different different partners like the Behemoth, Bethesda, and then let's see, Behemoth and Bethesda are my favorite there because I always come up with just cool ones. And then there's also different ones like Hob, which I believe comes from Runic Games, and I'm really excited about that one. So without further ado, I just want to kind of show off some of the different things that I was able to pick up. And I do have some news at the end of the video. If you're interested at all in getting into pennies, there will be information in the doobly-doo below. But let's go ahead and start with what was easily available. So some more information is that some of these pins were either you pay for them or you go play the game for free. Some of them play the game and then get it for free, or you're able to go play the game and maybe get a discount on them. Some of them were also from panels. But others were a little bit harder to find. And so first off, we have here we have the general PAX East 2016 set. Stupid glare. So we have, this helps. So we have the PAX 2016, and then we have some characters playing Rock Band with it. Usually it comes with, usually what I've seen in the past is Gabe and Tycho, and then why am I blanking on the cat's name? Wow, I'm feeling super dumb. But we have Kemper. That's the one. So we usually have Kemper as the 4th there, but it's usually them with something more central to whatever city that PAX is taking place in. So for example, Prime had Gabe and Tycho in kind of some hipster outfits, drinking coffee, etc., etc. So I got in line early one morning for the merch line, bought myself a couple of that set so I'd have some to trade. Another one that is with it is a limited edition for that event, which is the or LE, short for limited edition, but this is one of the polygon pins, I believe. Where it's supposed to be the colors for that event. I believe the South one was misprinted, and instead of orange, it was actually yellow. So I think they're going to be doing green for Australia instead of the normal yellow. Um, let's see. In addition to that, a I got a merch pin. So like this is the character merch, but it's also the third iteration of it, and so he's kind of cute. They change it up a little bit each time, and it's really cool. And so after that, kind of dove in, trying to get all the ones I could easily get. And at a couple years ago, or at the last Prime, some of the harder ones to get were the ones from Bethesda. This time they were a little bit easier, and so for that we actually have the Vault Girl. If it wants to actually not be reflecting everything, but my green screen is saying no, we are going to reflect everything. So it shows the Vault Girl. We'll show a better one up in the corner here. But it's cool. I do have the Vault Boy to go with it. We also have Dogmeat, everyone's favorite, never gives a care companion. And then we have some for a game I'm really looking forward to, is the Cyber Demon from Doom. So those three were also purchased. So the next on my pin acquisition journey, I stopped off at Versus Evil and picked up a new pin from the Banner Saga. That game has been very recommended to me, and I think I'm gonna be trying out the first one. But I know 2 is now available, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's real time. It's not real time strategy. It's a turn-based strategy, and it's very demanding of you. Behemoth, because that's always a good one. So Behemoth this year at East was showing off Game 4, or what is now Pit People. Really fun game, loads of fun talking to the staff there. But they do kind of like a vending machine style where you're not guaranteed to get each one that you want. They did do it that way one year, but this time it was all 3 of the pins that they had to offer in the same machine. So of course I got 2 of the 3 and a double of the extra one. So first things first, we have the hair troll. There we go. Thank you for actually focusing. Super cool. I love their artwork. Next we have the gnome and his little chair. I think people were like starting to call him the couch dude. Again, my green screen's messing with it, so we'll get a nice version of it up in the corner. And then finally from them we have the Wraith. Come on, focus. And I really like this one too. I like the little I'm not sure. I think it's a gun with and it just looks super cool. So then after that, let's see here. We have another one of my favorite people, at least content creators on YouTube, is Loading Ready Run. And let's see here. They have a hockey spoop, a little ghost guy. But I think it's kind of cool. I always like their style, and I always go and buy their pin. I really like to support them in some way, somehow. All right, so here's another one. Thankfully, we've got Hangar 13. This one is from, I believe it's Square Enix, but it's for not Square Enix, 2K. My bad. It's for Mafia 3. Another game I'm greatly looking forward to. I like the cat with the eye patch, everything. Was lucky enough to. It was from a panel, but I was lucky enough to trade for it in line for Lawbreakers, and we'll be showing their pin here in just a moment. Some of the other purchased ones were from World Builders, and so it goes to part of this, like buying this pin. It's What Ho. It's actually supposed to be green, but my green screen's doing its thing. We'll get a nicer version of it up in the corner again. But part of this actually went to the charity for it. So more than happy to buy it and support the charity, or whatever excuse I need to tell myself to make myself feel better. So we have the new pin from Scott R. Kurtz. I like his art style a lot. Super cool. They make for some pretty fun pins. We also have Harmonix was there this year. They're showing off Rock Band 4. We actually have a couple. I think we have a nice clip of me singing out some awesome lyrics in our PAX retrospective. The Rock Band 4 and Amplitude pins. I didn't get the chance to play Amplitude, but they had a different. I think it was like Beat Sports. So I went and played that while waiting before getting in line for Rock Band because Amplitude was quite a bit longer. But this is the Amplitude pin. Looks super cool. I will get a better version of it up in the corner again. Thank you for dealing with it. But it's nice. It's multicolored. It's got a bit of sheen to it, and so it'll make for a nice display pin. Also from them was, like I said, Rock Band. And so they have a nice Rock Band 4. I really like the design of this. It actually made me think it was going to be not Red Dead Redemption, but like kind of thing like the old like World War I fighting games will come to me. If not, I'll probably think of it and just put it up above. Remind myself that I can't think of older games for the. And then, so like I said earlier, we had a new Hob pin this year from Runic Games. So unfortunately, it's getting greened out again, but it's kind of like a military green where it's getting reflected here. But I'm really looking forward to this game. It's basically one dude with kind of like a more like bulky mechanical arm. It should make for a really fun game, and so I'm more than happy to support them. And then from ThinkGeek, we had a couple of them. We actually had a Flaming D20, which I think it's pretty cool. I actually don't play D&D, but I've kind of been interested in it. And then one that more people are looking into is Half-Life 2. Now I saw the Half-Life symbol, and like just as a spoil, like when it was actually just spoiled, it didn't have the 2 there, so basically it was just like this. I'm like, oh my god, is Valve finally doing? Is it finally confirmed? And no, it's not. It's just Half-Life 2. So that was me being disappointed. And then for one of my favorite tabletop games, we have Greater Than Games. It's a character from Sentinels of the Universe. One of my friends is way bigger into it than I am, but I love sitting down to play a couple games. And then we have, let's see here, we have the new one from Chris Straub. I always like his artwork too with these pins. They always make for very cool ones. And then we have one of the ones that I'm not sure I should be like able to show on camera because it's seriously, you'll see it. I'm not going to tell you what exactly it looks like, but it should be pretty obvious. We have Masters of Orion, or Master of Orion, and it's supposed to be like a robot, but it got ruined for me. Like, not even gonna say it. And then this year, and so like I said, I was able to trade for the Mafia pin in line for Lawbreakers, where they have Kronos. Ah, come on. There we go. Kind of cool looking guy. Giant helmet with like wires coming out. And we actually have a bit of news regarding that pin. And then from then on, we have a bunch of these staff pins this year. I actually don't normally collect the staff pins. Basically, you see a staff member, you're usually able to trade. Able to trade 1 for 1. Basically, any penny for any penny on their lanyard. But at the staff pin trading event, it's basically just like, oh hey, just show up and you're able to trade. So without further ado, this one is from, oh my god, it's doing it again. It's the giant crab. It's Crab Santa, I think. No, it's Crab with a Fez. And this one's from Jeff. Let's see here. We've got a whimsical god, I believe. And like so, like the theme with this one is it's all their favorite. It's their favorite comic strips. So the one from Mike Feh is a whimsical god. Well, again, we'll get nicer versions of these up in the top, so my green screen can actually show off the pin. Der Gorbel was trading with Kiko. Again, we're going to show off better ones in the corner. But I actually really like these. It makes I like that they did their favorite strips for this. I believe this next one was trading with PRD, if I can actually verify that. Yep, trading with Kristen. The little Hashashashin. Super cute. And then, of course, we have Rage Gabe, where you trade with Mike. Oh, I freaking love these things. And then we also have the Rage Tycho, where you trade with Jerry. Let's see here. And then we have Force Multiplier, where we traded with Eric. Man, a horse mask. Let's see here. We also have the Maw, traded Josh for. And what was nice is I actually had a bunch of Armageddon pins, which was a random grab bag. So I had a bunch. A lot of people had a lot of extras, and so it was a really nice and easy way to, I guess, not only trade into value, but to trade for things that I'd actually really wanted. Let's see here. And Earthsign Adventures, we traded with Dabe. Bear. Of course, it's a green background, so it works perfectly to show off all the stuff behind me. And then, let's see here. We also have, I'm just looking at my list here to make sure we're getting this. The Ungift, where from Brian. Again, of course, it's a blue background, so it's close enough. So we'll get a nice copy of it up in the corner. I love this one. We have Santa's Little Helper from Robert. Little dog biting Santa's crotch. So perfect. And again, we'll get a nice version of that in the corner. Friends in High Places from Gavin. Assassin's Creed referencing. I'm just gonna kill him with birds. And then I'm not sure if this one is actually. Something looks off with it. Did he color this in? Oh snap! I got one that's colored in. Sorry, I'm just noticing. I'm noticing exactly like what I traded for. So it's very much like they have like a bunch of theirs spread on the table, and then going and apparently like here's one of these pins. Them there end times. It's a baby on a drone, but let's see if it actually wants to focus on it. Focus on the pin, not on my fingers. But if you can kind of see, it's actually got gold around the edges there. So I think he actually took like a gold Sharpie or a puff pen or something like that, and like colored in the border to separate it out. That's awesome. And then we got one that's that David actually messed with a bit. So here is. Oh no, you can't see it. We'll have to upload. I'll have to get a picture of it so you can actually read it. So it's just it's Codex Parents, but it's a bear in kind of like a clown costume, and in the corner it says, "Hi, I'm Dave the bear, dur dur." It just made me laugh. And then in addition to that, which I am actually a little bit worried that I don't have right in front of me right now, because if I'm missing it, it's going to be a real pain in the ass to find and replace, because everyone and their mother wants it. Yeah, I'm a little bit freaking out. Is we also traded for a damn it roach, and which is the Witcher 3 pin that we'll have up in one of our corners here. So then we, in addition to that, was lucky enough to actually get the last Dota pin that was missing from this last international set. I got one of everything, and I believe there's 4 pins to collect, and so it's one of those things of, oh god, you have to buy a 4th one. So I actually have was able to buy my Abaddon pin, which we'll get a nice version of in the corner as well. But someone in the merch line had an extra one, was able to buy it off of him for $20, which I think is pretty fair. I think no one's selling it on eBay or anything like that, which is what's been irking me a lot. And then we have an official pin program from Twitch, which is Spaghetti and Meatballs. I think one of the pins that's actually out of this set is there's a head crab, which we'll have a picture of, but they actually ended up selling it at the Last South. So we'll have a picture of it probably on my head. And so, I mean, I'll have to go and dig that out of my set, but I'm trying to put money aside to actually just go get everything framed now instead of putting them into shadow boxes, because I'm afraid of damaging my pins. But we'll see how it goes. I might just try to find a different way to more easily put pins into the shadow boxes, probably just poking holes through it. And I might just have a video put together of me putting a shadow box together. But I have a nice playmat that I think I'm going to take a friend's idea on and use that as a background for it, and do up all the pins really nicely with that. Yes, most importantly, our big news. So when I was in line for Lawbreakers, where I got the Chronos pin, they actually were nice enough to give me a handful of extras. So when the alpha starts, and I'm assuming I will be able to stream it, we actually have 5 extra Chronos pins. Given I traded for 1, and they gave me 4, but I'm wanting to give out the extra 1. So we have 5 of them to give out. So I'll be making posts on the official Penny Arcade or Penny trading pay or Penny forums on the Penny Arcade forums, letting you guys know more information of when that's actually going to start. So make sure you are make sure you like and subscribe, and you go and follow me over at stream.highjumpgaming.tv to see when I go live. And I will be posting more information to the forum, to my Twitter and my Facebook, which information down the doobly-doo below as to where you can follow me there. But I'm just going to be sending these out to lucky people who are active in chat. It'll probably be one of those things of hopefully have some alpha codes to give away as well. So if you're looking for just to get into the game, or if you're also wanting to if you're wanting to go after the pin, there'll be that as well. I know some people are more interested in just the game, whereas others would like pins for free. So thank you all for tuning in. We should have more information of our PAX East retrospective coming soon, as well as other unboxing videos, and we have Marvel Collector's Core, Loot Crate, as well as some Hearthstone and Diablo 3 Season 6 Hardcore gameplay coming soon. So make sure you are subscribed and for more content, and I will catch you all later.